Hello, hello, hello again, my friends. Welcome to my Go Live session. Friday Motivation. That's what I've decided to call it, Friday Motivation. And as you can see from the title down below, this one is called Consistency. Last week we did stepping out of our comfort zone, and this week is going to be all about consistency. Now, for those of you who are seeing me for the first time, my name is Andrew Estwick. I'm here today live and in living color, hopefully to inspire you to take that first step towards creating a life you deserve. Let me know where you're tuning in from so we can see how global we are. When I say we, I mean me, myself, and I. I love what I do. What I do is to help everyday people, everyday ambitious people. I'm helping you to transition yourself from your 9 to 5 or your 2 to 3 jobs a week or shift work, and then, to help you start up a flexible online business. So a little bit about me, myself, and I. I'm originally from England. I immigrated to Canada about 21 years ago with my family to give them a better life. That was a big decision on my part to do something like this. That's my example of stepping out of my comfort zone, which I did. Now, coming over here, it wasn't easy as far as getting a job. I tried everything. I couldn't get a job for love nor money. No matter how many jobs I applied for, they kept telling me the same thing, that your resume looks good, you're a nice person, but you don't have no Canadian work experience. So even though I had over 20 years of being a computer technician in England, they said it counts for nothing being here. So I said, okay, no problem. So the one job that I did get, my first job, was to be a security guard. I had to take whatever I can get. Bills needed to be paid. So I was a security guard. It was a low-paying job. And eventually, I did get myself into the Canadian system. I got a job as a AV technician, audiovisual technician. Worked my way up the ladder to become a lead technician, a senior technician, a supervisor, and then eventually I became a project manager. Now, I was on decent money at the time, but I was still in debt from when I didn't have a job, or I was on, the little piece of money that they gave me to be a security guard. And I didn't want to try something new at the time because I was afraid to step out of my comfort zone. But I knew that staying where I wasn't an option. So if you take away anything from this Go Live today, remember what I said last week: nothing changes if nothing changes. So nothing changes if nothing changes. Those 5 little words there. So taking that leap of faith to start my online business changed everything for me. And now I'm going from strength to strength. So that was my story, a little bit about me. Consistency. Well, why does consistency matter? I'm glad you asked me that. And let me tell you this, my little furry friend. Consistency is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. So let me say that again. Consistency is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. So, for example, let's say the gym. Okay, backtrack. December the 30th, December 31st. A lot of you made your New Year's resolution. I'm going to join the gym, and on January the 2nd, I'm going to be at the gym every week. I'm going to be working out. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to eat healthier. That's where you want to be. But it doesn't work like that, does it? Because you're not consistent. So you start off with good intentions that first day, maybe even the first week. Kind of second week, you start dropping off and you start finding excuses about you're tired, or it's raining, it's snowing, it's cold outside. And by the end of the 4th week, you're only going in there once a week. by the end of the second week of February, you're starting to find excuses of, you know what, this wasn't right for me. This wasn't the right gym. This wasn't the right instructor. By the end of February, you're calling up the gym and saying, how do I get out of this membership? I'd like to cancel my membership, because the consistency wasn't there. You didn't have the motivation. You didn't have the consistency. So just like with this business, dedicating like 30 minutes a day. If you do that every day, doing 30 minutes, and then build yourself up to 60 minutes, or build yourself up to an hour, you'll get into consistency of doing things like a go live, or doing posting, or hosting guests. But you've got to be consistent, because there's no point in just saying, I'll do it when the time is right, when I think there's that perfect time. There's not going to be that perfect time. You're always going to keep coming up with excuses. So, I mean, motivation is a great way to get started, but discipline keeps you going. Yeah, you got to have that discipline to keep you going. And showing up is hard, but it builds character. Think about something as simple as brushing your teeth. Yeah, brushing your teeth is something you do consistently. You do it in the morning, you do it at night before you go to bed, because you know what the end result is going to be. You're going to have clean teeth, you're not going to have cavities, and you're not going to have that halitosis breath. Not going to go around with stinky, stinky mouth. So, this is what you got to do. We live in a world nowadays where we want instant gratification. But success doesn't work like that. Consistency compounds small steps and massive results over time. So I gave you the analogy last week of planting a seed, and the seed didn't want to come up because it didn't want to come out of its comfort zone. Well, instant gratification is the same saying, well, I want to plant this seed today and I want to reap my rewards from it tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. You got to plant this seed today. You got to water it. You got to nurture it. And when it becomes a tree, then you can reap the fruit from it. And it's the same like doing a business. You start the business today. This isn't no get rich quick scheme. You are not going to get rich overnight. Just putting that out there. So, actionable steps to take. My little something there. Don't overwhelm yourself. Pick one or two actions and then do them daily. If you can commit to like 15 minutes, let's go back to going to the gym again. Don't go to the gym and say that you're going to go there and I'm going to do 2 hours at the gym, but you've never been to a gym before. Start off small. Just say, okay, I'm going to do half an hour. I'll do 15 minutes walking on the treadmill, and I'll do 15 minutes of some of the machines. Yeah. Then 2-3 weeks later, you're going to do 15 minutes, and then 15 minutes of stretching. Just do small little steps. Just create a routine for yourself. Find time in the day to do this routine, even if it's something as mundane as what's that thing called? Meditation. Do some meditation in the day. Be kind to yourself. We can be our biggest critics. You'll miss a day or two, and then you'll say, okay, but what matters is that you get back on track and you can progress yourself up to perfection. So overcoming our common struggles is what you're basically going to do. Consistency doesn't mean, doing all the big things at once. It's about doing small things and consistently, and even when you don't feel like doing it, because there's going to be times where you just don't feel like doing it. But you have to get up and motivate yourself to do it. And think about the goal. You've also got to study the journey of getting to that goal. But think about where you will be in 6 months' time, or in a year time if you just commit to showing up every day. And then in a year's time or in 3 years' time, you're going to thank your younger self for doing this. So starting this online business is not going to bring you overnight riches, like I said. But if you show up for your business consistently, you will reap the rewards in the end. So if you're ready to take that next step to become an online business owner, let's connect. I've got the resources to help you build that consistent momentum, and to help you to get from A to B. You'll be supplied with a coach and a mentor. I'll be your mentor. That'll be me. There is online video training. The video training is something that you could do at your own pace. So you're not forced to just say, okay, I've got to do this all today. I've got to do it within the hour. No, you work at your own pace. And if you don't understand something, you just rewind the video, start again. If you still don't get it, then you get in touch with your mentor. If you can't get hold of your mentor, you get hold of your coach. Yeah, we have an online business community. You could post your problems, your messages in there, and somebody will get back to you. So you're not going to be left alone. You're not going to be left hanging. That's the good thing about this business that we have here. So to wrap this up, thank you very much for joining me on Friday Motivation. Or if you're watching me live, or if you're watching me on the replay even. If this message inspired you, or motivated you, or resonated with you, drop me a comment or share it with somebody who needs to hear it. But don't forget, you can visit my website, which should be somewhere along there. And you could see my Facebook scrolling along the bottom. Maybe it is now. Yeah, my Facebook link should be scrolling along the bottom. And yeah, there's my website there on the right-hand side. The best things in life happen outside of your comfort zone. So hopefully we will do this again next week, God willing. So until then, stay safe. God bless.